Welcome back to the Same Wavelength podcast. I am your host, Morgan Elizabeth, and thank you for riding the wave on this episode. This episode I actually thought of a couple days ago, because my friend, so if he watches, he might know what I'm talking about, but my friend keeps asking whenever we come back to see each other, like, because sometimes he'll have some days off and I don't see him, or like we don't text or whatever, but he'll usually always ask me, like, oh, what's new with you? And I usually just say the same answer over and over and over again, which is, oh, nothing much, just work. Which makes it just seem like I don't have a work life balance at all. So that's a little bit like, that's not a great thing. So I was pondering on that and I was like, there's actually so much in my life that is new, especially to him. Because there's just some stuff I don't talk about. So it would be new information for him. So I kind of made a list. I like went into my notes and I was like, why do I do this? Like, why does when someone asks me this question, because other people ask me this question too, like they say, like, what's new with you? What's going on in your life? Anything great or bad? Like, what's going on? And I usually just say, like, nothing. Nothing's really happening. Nothing's really going on. When really, there's so much going on. And I feel like some other people might have this experience. I hope I'm not alone in this, but I was trying to see why I say this, and like, I don't really have a great answer, but a part of me thinks, like, I'm not trying to be mysterious. Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, you don't know anything about me or about my life, because I keep it so closed. I mean, I do. There's some things that I keep behind closed doors because I'm just like, they don't need to know. Or sometimes I don't know, like, something just happened, so I don't know how to process it yet. Like, it takes me a minute to process shit. So that might be one part. But I should talk more about what's going on in my life, because if someone knows, maybe either I can get help if something's like stressing me out or something's like I'm unsure of, or someone could be like, oh, that's awesome, like, tell me more. And I don't know if it's just that I'm really bad at having conversation like that, because I'm trying to get better. Like, I should be able to make a conversation with my friends, especially. So I have a list of things that are new with me, so you can catch up. And so if that person is watching, he knows. But also, if he doesn't watch this, I'll probably tell him the same shit. But I thought this would be a cool episode, like a little catch up with what's going on in my life, because there's a lot. There's a lot going on in my life, and they're all different. Like, everything's a little bit like, it's not day by day that something new happens. I mean, yeah, something new happens every day, but there's some things that popped out, that I felt like was right to talk about. So the biggest thing for me that's new is that a lot of people in my life are moving or thinking of moving out of Florida, and it's time. It definitely is time. Like, Florida, you can't afford it anymore. And with all the snowbirds always coming down, and like, it's just impossible for us to even rent here. Like, we live here and we can't even rent a place out. Like, I live in South Florida, like near Boca Raton, the Delray, Boynton. Like, I live around there. But I can't find a place here. If I wanted to move out and still live in this area, I can't. I don't have the money or the cost of living to do that. So I was looking in Orlando, because Orlando's a little bit cheaper, and it's also where Disney is. So that's where I would eventually like to work, maybe do a little something on the side with Disney. But I've been looking there, and I know some of my friends are also moving to Orlando, so it's like I want to be alone. But after like talking about it for a while, I don't think I want to be in Florida. Like, a lot of people who are moving in my life are moving out of Florida, to go to a different state or to somewhere that they've been before that they fell in love with. And on my mind, I'm thinking North Carolina. Like, I've never been to North Carolina, but I hear so many beautiful things about that area. And I might be wrong because I'm just probably hearing the good parts and not really like any bad parts. But I've been looking at the rent there, and that's totally affordable for me. Like, I could live by myself in Raleigh, North Carolina, and still work for Trader Joe's if I wanted to. Um, so there's that going for me. I'm kind of looking into that. So if you ever see a moving episode, that's probably where I'm going, either there or Orlando. But my best friend is moving to Chicago literally at the end of the month, in the beginning of next month. And I am still processing it that she's leaving. Because I've known her not since I've moved here. Since I started at Trader Joe's, I've met her. So we've known each other for like almost 3 years. And it just immediately clicked. She is my best friend. Like, she's amazing. So the good thing about her moving to Chicago is that I would definitely visit. Like, I would definitely go see her, duh. And I think what's different with her and some of my other friends from when I moved down here from Georgia is she will also visit because she's got family here. She's got places to go. She wants to travel the world, So I don't feel afraid that we're not going to see each other, that we're not going to be friends. So that's something I'm excited for. We already have planned that we're going to go to Lollapalooza this year, and I'm excited. I've never been to those type of festivals before. So hopefully that still goes down, but I think it's going to. I think it is. It has to, So that's the biggest part, that everyone's moving around, and it can be a little stressful, like not knowing what you're doing, but it's gonna fall into place. I'm just gonna let that be the new thing, that it's just gonna fall into place. Yeah. Another thing that's new is a lot of buying stuff. Like, I've bought a lot of stuff, and usually I don't like talking about my purchases because it might seem like, oh, I have a lot of money, or I just am a wild spender. I don't have a lot of money, actually. I don't, but I might have a spending problem. I'm not sure. But the most recent thing that I bought was actually, well, this wasn't the most recent thing I bought, but this is the most recent thing that I bought that I'm like happy with, or that I tried out. So I bought this eye cream from Trader Joe's, and I've been starting to use it because I have like kind of bad eye bags. I don't know if you can see in here, but I have bad eye bags, and this has kind of been helping to like reduce how it looks, because usually when I wake up it's like deep set purple. Like, this eye, it's really bad. But I've been trying to use these to like kind of reduce it, and it's been working. I like it, and it also makes me feel a little bit cleaner. So that was that buy. A lot of things I bought from Trader Joe's. Like, oh my gosh. If you've been online, you've seen the craze for the Trader Joe's mini tote bags that look like this. They're just a smaller version of the big tote bag that we have. And it is cute. Like, it's a very good purse. It's a very good, like, lunchbox. I actually had to buy, like, 10. Because my mom wanted some family members wanted some. And I got a discount on them. So it was easier for me to buy them. But I bought myself one. And it's this green one that I decorated. Like, I have my Disney pins over here. I have the Trader Joe's Rose Parade pin that we get every year. This pin is from the Renaissance Festival. And then behind it, I have some Powerpuff Girls and the Shining Twins. And then over here is the Aristocats, because I think the green, the green of the pin matched the green of the bag. And then this is Sarah's pin, my tattoo artist. So I wanted to represent. Oh, also this is my friend's band. Please check it out. Does supply. So yeah, I've when I first saw them come in, because in Trader Joe's I order for certain parts of the store, and the part of the store that I ordered for had all the bags. So I ordered a lot of them to come in, right? Because I was like, the craze that's going on in California is going to come here, and we need to be prepared. Like, we need to have good stock. So I ordered the first day that came in. I ordered like 10 boxes. So that's like 400, 500 of them. Crazy. And then the next day I ordered 15 because I knew the 10 was not going to be enough. So in total, we had 25 boxes, but then we had to put them out on a shelf. So it really was like 20 boxes that we had left. And then we couldn't order them anymore. We were only able to order them for 3 days. So, you want to know how much we have left? 0! We have 0 boxes left. We have an overflow of the yellow and the red bags, because they come in 4 different colors. It was the green, blue, red, and yellow. I like the yellow. I think the yellow's really cute, but I just don't think it'll match with anything that I have. The green is like the best seller. Like, it is just too cute. And then the blue is also a good seller. I think the way that is going is like green, blue, yellow, red. Like, red's not really doing that well. But we have an overflow of the yellow and the red bags. We're completely out of blue. And I bet today we're out of green because we only had 1 bag of it left. So the craze was crazy. But it wasn't as crazy as you've seen online. Like, what happened online, like in another Trader Joe's store, was basically like the Stanley Cup at Target. Like, the second it comes out, it's gone, you know? Whereas us, like, we've had people call before and be like, hey, do you have the mini tote bags? And like, what colors? But that's the short of it. Like, we don't have people saying like, oh, no! Like, you know, like, trying to gatekeep them or something. We did have a lady the other day come in, and she came in, bought some bags, left. Then came back in, bought some bags, left. And then the third time she came in, we were like, hey, you can't get any more bags. We know exactly what you're doing. You're putting them online, on eBay, for $500? Bro, like, honestly, $500 for this? This ain't designer. Like, I want to know the person that buys these for over $10. They're $2. Like, we really, like, guys, it's not that big of a deal. It's not designer. It is Trader Joe's. It was crazy. Like, I didn't expect it to happen here. I thought the people in that video were just bored. But I guess people are kind of like calmer here. Okay. The other thing I bought, well, technically I didn't buy. My boyfriend bought them. But I asked him if he could buy them because I needed my fix. I bought some Sony Angels. So these two are from the animal series. They're from different animal series, but I don't know which ones. This is my lion. He's so cute. He's so cute. And then this is a hedgehog. I never see anybody in the Sony Angel community with this baby. Like, I think he's the cutest little thing ever. Like, look at him. I never see anybody talk about him. Like, he's literally so cute and adorable. And then in the sweets, I got popcorn. popcorn. And then I had him buy some others for my friends because I love giving. I am a giver. So I got some for my friend who's moving. I'm going to make a little gift basket for her. And then I got 3 more for my friends at work that also like Sony Angels. And I just, wanted to give them one. So those were my angel fixes. And oh my gosh, if you guys are into Sony Angels, a new collection is coming out at the end of the month. It's called like New Home or Welcome Home, I think. Dude, they look so cute. I'm so excited. I'm gonna buy a whole box so I can get every single one, because usually I just buy 3 And then sometimes I don't get the ones I want, or sometimes I get a duplicate. I'm gonna get a box, so I have a higher chance of getting all different ones. And maybe the secret. Like, I've never gotten a secret or a Robbie in the Sony Angel unboxing. But I also got another thing, and it's sitting over here. Something like the Sony Angels are the Smeeskies, the little green dudes, and they had a moving series come out recently, and I got this. I love these little guys. I think they're so cute. I only have a little amount of Smeeskies, because I like the Sony Angels more. But I think I'm getting to like the Smeeskies. I just wish they had, maybe they do and I'm just not seeing them. If they had stuff like this, where they hang on, I think that would be cool. And I could hang them onto my stuff. I used to have an angel back here on my phone, but they keep getting dirty. So I put him right there. He was on my bed frame, but I didn't like him watching me while I sleep. So now he's on my microphone. And you're always seeing his butt. Another thing I've been doing is playing Disney Dreamlight Valley on my Switch. They came out with an update recently, if you guys are into it. And it's with Monsters Inc. I'm not a big Monsters Inc. fan, but my friend from high school is. So the second she saw the upgrade, she was like, oh, like that's all she was talking about. And it made me play. So I really like this game. If you don't know, Disney Dreamlight Valley is kind of like an Animal Crossing and a Sims in the Disney world. Well, actually, it's exactly like Animal Crossing, but in the Disney world. So you're basically playing Animal Crossing with Disney characters, and I really like it because it kind of is like my little Disney fix away from Disney, you know. And Stitch is in the game. I can get that man to follow me around. I can get that kid. No, I can get that. I can get Stitch. I'm not gonna be weird. I can get Stitch to follow me around while I'm doing like fishing or mining rocks or doing whatever. I can just get him to follow me around. And usually when you get a character to follow you around, their like theme song plays and like a very nice like piano. Oh, I like feel so fun when I hear the Lilo and Stitch song. I'm like, oh yes. And then he also plays the ukulele. Oh, I love that little dude. And they also have Jack Skellington in the game. They added him around Christmas time, I think. And I've been working on that storyline. He's really cool. I like Jack. Speaking of Jack, the voice actor was at MegaCon this year. And I didn't know that he was in The Princess Bride as like the I think he's the king or the prince that has 6 fingers on one hand. He's the one that killed Mr. Matoya. So I was like, oh, I kind of want to meet him. Like, but I didn't. I met Key and I met Hayden and Eva. Oh my gosh, sorry. Just sometimes I just be looking at that picture above my wall. Wow. But if he goes to another convention, I would love to meet him and get a signed picture of Jack Skellington. I think that's so cool. That's so cool. Anyway, so and then something that's new in my life that I'm not really like, I don't know if it's something that I should talk about. It's kind of personal, but I think it's a good thing to say. My relationship is currently on a pause. Like, I'm still with my boyfriend Pablo. You guys have seen him if you watched other episodes. I'm still with him, but right now we're like in our 4-year type of mark, and if we want to escalate into like having a family, moving in together, getting married, whatever, I want to be sure that I'll be protected, I'll be provided for, that he knows what he wants to do, what he wants from this, this relationship, because I'm pretty sure I know what I want. I'm pretty sure I'm able to protect myself. I'm able to provide for myself. But if he wants this to continue, I want to feel sure and safe that he will do the same for me as I'll do for him. And it wasn't that he wasn't doing that at first, but I just wanted to, because we've been talking a lot about, moving. And I was like, I don't know if I want to move in with someone that I don't know can protect me or like financially, I don't want to be the one that does all the rent. So I was like, hey, let's do a pause right now. I want you to figure out what you want to do with your life, because he's had some trouble with school and he's had some trouble with work, like not really knowing what he wants to do. So I was like, once you figure that out, once you feel good with how you look, once you feel like you can protect me, like you can provide for me, and if we have a family, if you can provide for them too, then we can continue this. Like we can keep this relationship how it was or how it is. But for the pause, we're just not really seeing each other and not really talking to each other as much because we're giving each other space. So I think it's been working out. I saw him the other day and we just kind of like talked over stuff that's going on, caught up with what's going on in our lives, and it was really nice. I really want to stay with this guy because I don't think I could be myself with anybody else other than him. Like he's seen my dark times. Like he's seen when I was really down, like just tremendously down, did not want to be around, did not want to be alive. And he kind of took me out that rut, and I feel like if we broke up, I would probably go back into the rut. I'm not staying because of that. I'm staying because I want this to work out. I want him to be my husband, So we'll see what happens. If you see an episode in the future, it's what it is, It's in the universe's hands. But I think we're gonna be good. I have high hopes. But with the moving thing, I'll be moving by myself unless I could find a roommate. I've been kind of bringing it up to some people, like, oh yeah, I'm moving by myself. So maybe someone's like, oh, if you want help, I'll also go to that area. The people who are moving to Orlando are moving in with people, like significant others, so I don't want to be a third wheel. And the North Carolina thing, there's some people who just don't want to move out there. So that's totally fine. I don't care. I could totally afford North Carolina by myself. Like, I've been looking at apartments over there, and it's pretty affordable. And honestly, the minimum wage in Florida, I don't know if it's different in North Carolina. I haven't really looked. I need to really do my research, but I think it'll be better. I really do. And if not North Carolina, then South Carolina. I'll work my way down. I'll work either South Carolina or maybe not Tennessee, because I just recently heard from a friend that like Tennessee's beautiful, but the culture, not. Some people are kind of rude, but you get that everywhere, I guess. But South Carolina too. That's where my grandparents live. So maybe I'll be like a little bit northern Carolina, or like near the water Carolina, or I don't know. Somewhere in the Carolinas is where I'm destined to go. So that's really what's new in my life. Just with me, I guess. And then I'm getting a nail appointment today. Oh my gosh, I took off my nails from Valentine's Day finally, and they are so bad. They are so cracked. They are so short. So I'm hoping my girl Nicole, not Nadia, because she was booked and busy. So I had to go with my girl Nicole, and hopefully I could get these to look nice. I'm thinking of doing a purple or sage green, like kind of like springy. Maybe not sage green, but like a nice spring green. But I think the purple might be the way to go. So we'll see what happens. You'll see in the next video. So I have that going for me, which is nice. You know how I was telling you guys in the New Year's video that gel nails are in? I don't know how much longer they're in, guys. Because, yes, they stay on long, but once that color phase is done, you have to go every 2 weeks. And I'm lazy. I don't be making appointments like that. But I think I'm going to change that. I think if I really do want to keep these gel nails, where I kind of do, but I just need to make sure they're healthy for my nails, because at the moment I don't think they are. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if they're really healthy for my nails, because then I'll continue using gel. But I might just I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Oh, this is not a new thing in my life, but these are some earrings from Blood Moon Earrings on Instagram. I wear their earrings all the time. These are actually earrings that I was supposed to give to my friend for Valentine's Day, but I didn't have any nice earrings to wear today, so I was like, I'm just gonna wear these. And I'll clean them and then maybe give them to her, but she doesn't have her ears pierced, so we'll see what happens. But these are kind of cute. They're like peanut butter jelly. I love it. Okay, so that's what's new in my life. But I also want to talk about work, because, that work-life balance. And I know it's about, because I wrote them down. I got my notes. I know that's how I was writing it down, that work is definitely the good, and how the work-life balance is kind of like the good and the bad balance. Work is definitely the stressful part of my life. It shouldn't be. It's a job, but at this point, it's kind of I don't want to say it's becoming a career, but it's down a career path that I could go. And there's also just some other stuff that's been going on at work that's pretty stressful, pretty whoa, can't believe this is happening, Right now, as of recording this video, we're doing inventory, which I don't know if everybody knows what inventory is, because I don't know if every job does it, but it's a big thing in retail and customer service jobs, where sometimes out of the year, these people come in and they check your inventory to make sure that it's aligned or right. And last year we had a 99.7. But that was with our former manager. So now our new manager, this is big on him. And he's not even doing anything about it. We're not really, so hyper fixated on getting everything right now, when it's literally tomorrow. So a part of me is is this on purpose? Are we going to see how our boss is? I don't know. That's just, in my head. But I just voiced it out, so. I just finished a 6-day work week. I worked from last Thursday to Tuesday, which was yesterday. And, oh my gosh, I feel like that should be illegal. I don't think people should work 6 days in a row. That's awful. I only worked 6 days in a row because I picked up a shift for a friend who, it was his birthday, and he was going on a trip, and he couldn't get it off. So I said, hey, I will switch with you, so if I have Monday off, you can have the Saturday off, and I'll work it. So we switched, but I feel like a little bit my fault, because I, made all those shifts come into line, Thursday through Tuesday, but I feel like the manager or someone who makes the schedule should have seen and be like, oh, she's working 6 days in a row. Let's give her a day off. Because this is my day off, Wednesday, and then I go right back to work for 2 days. Not really, the funnest thing to do right now. But I think I have next Monday off, too. So, I don't know. It's a little weird right now. The schedule that was weird. I really looked like I was doing this. Real quick, anyway. But, schedule's a little bit weird. So, that 6-day work week, I'm happy it's over. I'm so happy it's over, because it was stressful. A lot of things were going on. With inventory, it's very stressful. I am now part of 2 sections. I now not really write 2 sections. I write one, but I work another section, and it's a smaller section, so it's not really that stressful, but it's also it's a lot of work on one person. And now with one of my friends leaving work, I'm have the possibility of getting her section, which I would not mind because I've worked that section before. I'm pretty confident in my ordering abilities with that one and working it. So I would not mind taking over that section, but I would need to get rid of one. And I don't know if I should get rid of the smaller one, which probably will be easier, or get rid of the one I'm doing right now. So I kind of will have a whole aisle to myself, which crazy to even say out loud. And then there's another possibility of just not having either of them and just having this one big section. So it's something to talk to my manager about, which I'll probably be doing tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. And then the other thing with work, I think I mentioned it before. I don't know if it was like kind of skipped over, but there's this guy or this customer at work that comes in, and he is like super uncomfortable. Like he's super big into conspiracy theories about like the tree people, the fairy people, like whimsical people, and then like he thinks like stuff about the vaccine and the mask, like election shit. Like I don't know who he is. He's weird. He's very weird. He used to call me the fairy queen, and he would literally, I did talk about this. I remember because I got up and I showed you how he bowed to me. He literally bows to me whenever he sees me. So I started telling the maids, I was like, hey, this guy makes me uncomfortable. He needs to get out of here. And other crew members, other co-workers said the same thing, that he makes them very uncomfortable. He's not someone that they want to be seen with, like, or be talking to. So we got him banned, but he comes in every week still. Like, he came in last week and I saw him and I was like, I need to go hide. Like, he's here. Can we call the cops on him? Like, he's banned. So, but by the time that we were calling the cops, he was out the door. Because he knows that he's not supposed to be in here. So, he came in a couple days ago and I didn't know that he was standing right friggin' behind me. Because he came in and another crew member saw him in the aisles and told a manager, who came and got me. And I was up by the front of the store. I was putting the tote bags on a little pedestal. And I didn't know that this guy was right behind me, staring at me, staring me down. So my manager picked me up and basically brought me to the back and said, hey, he was watching you. He's in here. He's supposed to be banned. Like, he's not. Why is he here, you know? And I was like, go get the big boss. Like, go get Joe. So they did. They got him. They brought him outside. Like, literally, they took him outside. I was like, hey, we have the cops on the line. Like, if you come in here again, you're getting arrested. Like, you're banned from here. Don't come anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Apparently, he dropped his ID. So we have a picture of his ID to say that he's banned. But in my head, I'm like, he's going to come in next week. Like, he literally comes in once a week. So we should be aware of that pattern and get him the fuck out. So that's been going on. It's very uncomfortable. Like, I don't think anyone should ever be going through that shit with a customer, with a coworker, with a manager. Like, if someone makes you uncomfortable, then that should be worked on. Like, you should get that person out. Because no one should be uncomfortable in their workplace. No one. And I found it funny that my friend, like, I don't know if a lot of them are friends. Some of my coworkers are, like, male and, like, they're a bit bigger and stronger. They're like, hey, the next time we see him, we're beating him up. Like, we don't gotta wait for the cops. We're just gonna beat him up and he's gonna be gone. And I'm like, you know, that's probably better than the cops coming. That he's just beaten up by some coworkers. So, yeah, like, so, a lot is new. A lot is going on in my life that, it's some stuff that it's good to get out. It's good to have an outlet like this, and, like, a person asking me that, like, it will be great for me to tell him, hey, like, I recently had this happen, and it made me feel this way, like, blah, 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 or, I just bought this, and now, like, look at what I bought. Because I have some clothes coming in too. I think they should be coming in today, actually. So I could probably tell him about that. Be like, oh, I got some clothes in the mail. and they're very pretty. I could tell him about my eye cream. I could tell him about my little angels, because I don't even think he knows about my obsession with these little babies. I could tell him about my tote bag if I wanted to. If he hasn't seen it, I mean, he sees me coming to work with it. I could tell him about my game if he's even into games. I could tell him about me wanting to move. I don't know why I'm like trying to like keep this information to myself, because I think it just makes me not more stressed, but it keeps stuff in my head. It keeps stuff in me, and it's really good to get stuff out. Like, I think that's something I learned in therapy when I went a couple years ago, that if something's bothering you, talk about it. Like, it's really good to talk stuff out. That's what therapists are for. So I think that's a good thing that I should definitely keep working on. And I don't know why randomly now I'm like, hey, like, I'm noticing I do this thing, I should stop. But I think it is a good thing that I noticed, because now I can talk about it, and maybe talking about it helps some of you guys, saying like, oh, I've had this situation too, and I don't know what to do. It's good to talk it out. I mean, the way that I make my friends is sometimes they just do the work, like getting to know them from work and what they do, what they like, blah, blah, blah. But to get to know people, you have to tell them about yourself. You have to tell them what's going on in your life. And it shouldn't be scary. But I can understand if it's like, there's so much going on that I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what's good to talk about, because some stuff is personal, you know. But it's sometimes good to leave your book open, to be an open book, because maybe some people can go and help you turn the page. That was a good one. Oh my gosh, that was really good. I'm gonna add another new thing. I want to get a tattoo. Again, I know. Talking about Sarah, I need to finish my leg. My Disney leg, if no one's seen. Hold on, I'll like lift it up a little bit. Whoa. You got a little bit of a feet scare. But I have a spot on the back of my calf, or thigh. Yeah, on the back of my thigh, that's completely bare, and I need to put something there so that it looks more, full. So I might be talking to her about that soon. Eventually, I don't know. I got a lot of money to save up if I want to move, and then yeah. That's really what's new. I'm happy that I got to talk about it. I think this was very helpful. Oh, another new thing. This is so cool that I'm like, as I'm looking around my room, as I'm like thinking to myself, there is a lot of new stuff that's going on in my life. I mean, some of it is super freaking small. Like, I finished my Lego succulents. I built them all. Like, this is one of them. I have a little desk. Well, not a little desk, but a little shelf over here that has like a bunch of Funko Pop figurines, my Legos. But I made this one. It's so pretty. And then there's some other ones too over here. But I recently finished that whole kit, and it was really fun. I just like sat on my bed and I made all the plants, and I was like, okay, cool. I would like to get another Lego kit. There's a Stitch Lego kit out. But my boyfriend said that he bought it for me. So we'll see when that comes in. I want to make a Stitch. Maybe that'll be in one of my episodes. As I'm making the Stitch, I talk about stuff. We'll see. Oh, sorry. I just did a little burp. So I'm going to end this episode here while showing you guys my babies again. I'm really like obsessed with this hedgehog. Like, he is so cute, and I don't see anybody get you or talk about you. I think he might be one of my new favorites. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode. I hope this episode was really good. I'm kind of happy that I made this episode. As I was thinking about making it, I was like, I don't know if it's going to be a great one. I don't know if it's just going to be me rambling, but this is a podcast. This is my podcast, and I could do whatever the hell I want to do. And if I want to talk about what's going on in my life, if I want to talk about what the hell I'm wearing, I really like this shirt. It's a baby tee, but since I'm wearing a bra, my boob is a little bit big. It's not that much baby, but I like the shirt. I think the shirt is so cute. I haven't worn it in so long, and I'm very happy that I'm wearing it again. I'm gonna end this episode. Thank you for riding the wave with me. I hope this podcast is like really fun for you guys to watch. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of people like send me pictures of it coming up on their recommended, or like I saw a comment the other day saying this popped up on my recommended feed, and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. Like, people are seeing it. So yeah, if you're liking this, subscribe, like, tell me some things that you would like to see me talk about, because I can ramble, I can yap. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.